Hi, it's been a really interesting week. I've been all over the place launching my book, but this week we did a very special programme on The Right Stuff about fat and how to beat it and all the different ways people have of trying to lose weight. And interestingly, I spoke to Paul McKenna. Now, you know, of course, that Paul has brought out an I Can Make You Thin book and DVD. Now he's brought out a new book called I Can Make You Sleep. But it was particularly the other one that I was interested in talking to him about, because he really has, like me, become very, very interested in really why the world is getting so fat and how it is so difficult for people to lose weight, and what are the best tools that you can give people in their quest to try and get slimmer. And of course he is very much into hypnotism, and he was telling me that he's been studying this thing called neuro-linguistic programming, which is where you start to make different associations in your brain that actually might help you alter your food behaviour. For instance, I know that just recently I've been able to do quite a lot about not eating too much chocolate, because I get to the point where I look at a piece of chocolate and I don't look at it and think luxury, gorgeous, wonderful thing and I deserve it. I think lump of processed white sugar and animal fat and a bit of milk, and it somehow doesn't seem so appealing then. He says that's called neuro-linguistic programming, and he knows an awful lot about it. So I asked him if there are any tips that he'd like to pass on to you, how to change your food behaviours. Here's Paul McKenna.
Here we go. A simple technique to reduce cravings. Now, if you can't have one bit of chocolate without demolishing an entire bar of chocolate, for example, the chocolate's in charge and not you. So this is what I would recommend. At the moment with chocolate, for example, you have a feeling of compulsion. And what we should do is mix in a little bit of repulsion with the compulsion, and one will cancel out the other. So it's not that you never eat chocolate again, it's that what happens is that I gotta have desire isn't out of control, and you can look at chocolate and take it or leave it. So first of all, think about the chocolate and rate your desire for it on a scale of 1 to 10. For many people, way up there. Now I want you to think about a food that you feel repulsed by. Some people go, oh, I'd eat anything. What would you? You'd eat hair off a barbershop floor, would you? You know, think of something you think, ooh, I don't know what it'll be. Brussels sprouts, anchovies, you know, think of something. You cannot be mild dislike, it's got to be repulsion. And what I want you to do is you just need to feel uncomfortable for a moment or two. Think about eating that repulsion food, you know, mix in some hair on it as well. Make it really awful, that's it. Imagine the taste of it. Oh, that's it, until you feel utterly revolted. And then imagine mixing in the chocolate at the same time. That's it. Just a little bit of chocolate and a lot of repulsion. A little bit more chocolate and a lot of the repulsion. Mix the two tastes together in your head until the two tastes are cancelling each other out. That's it. Do that over and over again and then stop. Now, what you should have done by now is change the compulsion with the repulsion, so that when you think about the chocolate, that you're not overwhelmed and have to have it, that you can take it or leave it. Now, chocolate was doing something for you. It was actually giving you a release of endorphins, so you felt good. What I'd like you to do is to have good feelings in other ways. Think about a time you felt really good, a time you felt fantastic, and recall that like you're back there again now. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel how you felt. Make the pictures rich and bright and bold, and the feeling strong, and squeeze your thumb and middle finger together. Create an associational link between the two. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel how you felt. Run it over and over again. That's it. Keep doing it again and again. Make the colours rich and bright and bold, and the sounds loud, and the feeling strong. There we go. That's it, good. And now, take that feeling with the squeeze of your thumb and middle finger, and imagine having that in all the environments, all the situations where you would have used a comfort food like chocolate. So if you eat chocolate because you're bored or lonely at home, squeeze some of things together and have those good feelings without an excessive amount of the chocolate. Or if you have chocolate in a secret stash at work in your desk, imagine being in that stressful environment. Fire off the good feelings by squeezing thumb and finger together, and take that good feeling into that environment without having to have the comfort food. Take it into it, that's it. Imagine feeling this good feeling in all those places where you would have comfort eaten, but without having that overwhelming desire. And then what this is doing is it's retraining your brain, because all of your decisions about what you eat, when you eat, how much you eat, all take place in your mind. If you're overweight, it's not your fault. It's the fault of your programming. Your brain is like a computer, and these are ways to reprogram your mind through the power of your imagination. Good luck.
So there you have it, a bit of neuro-linguistic programming from the great man himself, Paul McKenna, and thanks very much to him. So let's hope we all have a very good weekend and see you again next week.